10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition and liftoff. In Busca al Lupo. Go Falcon, go Cosmo.
Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Pad 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, carrying the Cosmo SkyMed satellite to a polar sun synchronous orbit.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Now, during ascent, we tilt the engines, and that's what we call gimbaling, and that turns the rocket horizontally. That's what we call a gravity turn. We're still going up, but we're now also heading horizontally away from the launch pad. The rocket typically needs to go
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
We need to go about 17,500 miles per hour horizontally in order to avoid being pulled back down to Earth.
Max Q.
And there we heard the call out for Max Q. We have now passed through the maximum aerodynamic pressure. And with that, we do have 5 events coming up. So we'll have MECO, main engine cutoff, stage separation, a flip of the first stage, SES-1, and then followed immediately by the boost back burn on the first stage.
MECO.
Stage separation confirmed.
And back ignition.
Stage 1, boost back startup.
With the grid fins deploying on your screen.
Bearing separation confirmed.
Now what you're seeing on your screen on the left-hand side is the first stage, currently in its boost back burn. That is the first of 3 burns to make its way back to land. And on your right-hand screen, we do have the second stage engine lit up.
Stage 1, boost back shutdown.
And we heard that call out that the boost back burn has ended. Incredible views today. Got some great ground views of the vehicle as it is making its ascent. And we're currently in the first of 2 planned MVAC burns for satellite deployment. That entry burn will be the second of 3 burns needed to make its way back to landing zone 1 today. And for the entry burn, we relight 3 of the 9 M1D engines. And that starts with the center E9 engine, followed by the E1 and E5 engines. And that helps to slow the vehicle down as it passes back into the Earth's atmosphere. And we need to slow the vehicle down to reduce...
Both vehicles continue to follow nominal trajectories.
Great call-outs. Everything's looking nominal. And for that entry burn, we do need to slow down the vehicle to reduce the re-entry forces. That helps us to recover and reuse the first stage. And again, today, we are attempting to land at landing zone 1. This is back at land.
MECO 1.
We need 3 burns to get us there. We've already completed the boost back burn, and we're coming up on the entry burn here. And
Stage 1, entry burn startup.
we heard the call out, and you can visually see on your screen that the entry burn has begun on the first stage. Again, this helps to slow the vehicle down as it re-enters back into the Earth's atmosphere. It's only about a 20-second burn.
Stage 1, entry burn shutdown.
We heard the call out that the entry burn has completed, and you can see that the engines have shut down on your left-hand screen. In the background view of the first stage as it's making its way back to landing zone 1.
Stage 1, landing burn.
The landing burn, wow, incredible views of this landing burn of this first stage. Let's see if we can touch down on landing zone 1 today.
Stage 1, landing like deployed. Stage 1, landing.
What an incredible sight to see. We have touchdown at landing zone 1. Now the second stage now embarking on its first coast phase. So we'll see you back here in about 45 minutes. And in the meantime, enjoy the space tunes. Welcome back to the webcast of the Falcon 9 mission carrying the Cosmo SkyMed satellite for our customer, Thales Alenia Space. We're just a few seconds away from the second ignition of the MVAC engine carrying the second stage and Cosmo SkyMed into the orbit needed to deploy the satellite.
MVAC startup. And shutdown.
And there we got a quick view. Just waiting for confirmation of good orbit here.
Nominal payload deploy orbit.
And great news, we just had SES-2 and SECO-2. It was a quick 3-second burn. We also got confirmation of a good orbital insertion. The Cosmo SkyMed satellite is still attached to Falcon 9's second stage. And we have just one more major milestone coming up, and of course, that is the deployment of the Cosmo SkyMed payload from Falcon 9's second stage. And we're coming up on that in a few seconds here, and we've got a great live view.
Payload deploy confirmed.
Incredible view of the Cosmo SkyMed satellite drifting away from our Falcon 9 second stage. That is visual confirmation of payload deploy. And that will also bring our webcast to a close. All of us here at SpaceX want to give a big thank you to our customer, Thales Alenia Space, for entrusting us with today's mission for Italy's space agency and Ministry of Defense. We also want to give a shout out to the Range and Federal Aviation Administration for supporting today's mission. And of course, thank you to all of our viewers for tuning in. Have a great night, and we'll see you again soon.